Hello, YouTube. My name is Alex G. I have a small number of videos posted online. I'm primarily a customer of Craft Holsters, and I've alluded in one of those videos as to the fact that I was going to do some political commentary. And here it is. In the last 10 years or so, I've been following the career of Pierre Poilievre. He's MP of Carleton Centre, and he is currently the official opposition leader of our Conservative Party. Now, I'm a hardcore conservative, and I've been very interested in his career and his words and his policies, and I have never, ever once ever heard Pierre Poilievre backtrack or flip-flop on an issue ever. And I have the utmost respect for that man, and I endorse him wholeheartedly as our next Prime Minister. Now, Canada once was a highly respected nation of freedom fighters and warriors. And behind our platitude of, well, I'm sorry and thank you and I hope I didn't hurt you too much, was a feared nation of warriors. And nobody messed with Canada because they knew that when push came to shove, Canada was there for the American way, the North American way of truth, justice, and freedom. And the Liberal government under Justin Trudeau has robbed us of that global respect. And for the first time in my life, I can tell you that I am ashamed of our country. That this failed drama teacher has taken from us international respect. And I am sick of his voice and his face. And I know that the political pendulum doth swing, and it's swinging to the right. And it's going to wash away this Liberal government under Justin Trudeau and hopefully relegate them all to a bunch of backbenchers. Now, Pierre Poilievre has my full endorsement to be our next Prime Minister. And when that time comes, I hope everyone votes. And a lot of colleagues of mine, friends of mine who are Liberal, are also sick of hearing his voice and his placating, virtue signaling manipulation and his globalism, and he's robbed Canada of our global stature as an influential nation of freedom fighters. I am aghast at the state of Canada today, and I hope and pray that all of you free-thinking Canadians, when it's your time to vote, when it's our time to vote, please vote for Pierre Poilievre. It's the first time in a long time that I have someone to vote for as opposed to having to vote against someone. Now, Aaron O'Toole, who was the leader of the Conservative Party, he made a tactical error, and he tried to bring Liberal voters into the fold by being wishy-washy and he wasn't a true conservative, and he was called out on that, and he had to step aside. I was so pleased when Pierre Poilievre took over as the leader of our Conservative Party. And we need to vote. Vote, vote, vote. And we need to wash away this current Liberal government under Justin Trudeau and bring back the pride of Canadian justice and freedom. We need to be recognized again as a respected nation of freedom fighters. Now, I have a word to President Vladimir Zelensky of Ukraine. President Zelensky, I am of Ukrainian descent, and I support you in your fight against the tyrant Vladimir Putin. I want to give you everything we have, but we must first rebuild our own country, our military. This deal we have for F-35 fighters is a mistake. It's not a good plane. We need to look into F-16 fighter Falcons. We need to get a fleet of F-15 fighter Eagles. We need to recruit brave women and men who are willing to shed blood and fight for the freedom of this country, for the American way, truth, justice, and freedom. Our military is in a shambles because of the policies of Justin Trudeau, and I'm ashamed of this. And I offer apologies to President Zelensky and the national community, the international community. Our government has lost its way with this liberal, globalist, socialist view, this vision that they had for our country is a failure, an utter and complete travesty. And the Liberal government needs to be washed away in the next federal election. Please, all proud Canadians, vote. Vote and help make Pierre Poilievre our next Prime Minister, because I truly believe that he can help facilitate our return as a respected and feared nation globally. And nobody's going to mess with Canada anymore. And yes, this commentary has turned into a rant. Okay, fine. But you know how this country was built? With guns and blood and sacrifice. And the Justin Trudeau government has made us look like a bunch of sissy whiners and malcontents, and he's made us look like a bunch of entitled, spoiled, rotten brats. And I resent him for that. Now, I come from an era of the descendants of the Second World War. When my parents came here in 1946, they helped build this country. I'm from a police family. My dad was a great cop and a very learned man. And he told me many very wise things. You work your ass off, you earn your keep, and you fight for what you believe in, but you damn well better make sure that what you believe in is right and true. And those are the values that Mr. Poilievre stands for. I truly believe that. So here ends my rant. Vote for Pierre Poilievre for our next Prime Minister. Thanks for the time and your patience and take care, and I'll see you around.